What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya. Master Doldale for the 28th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. And Spike's Cafe for the 29th. Welcome you as well. Big soups here for our new subscribers. Dr. Fanny Pack, Zach Saldaba, Admiral Blastos. What up, TCG? Welcome, everyone. A little cheeky. Good to see you. The Jank. Hello. Jables McBooties. Welcome. It's a standard kind today. We're gonna start with this Yorion Constellation deck I've been working on. Maybe we switch around. I don't know. Hopefully y'all like it. Artistally for the 22nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I think this deck's actually sweet. I'm excited for this deck. It can grind, and I mean, it does have Elspeth Conqueror's Death, but it's mostly playing enchantments and lots of fun cards. I mean, we need Elspeth Conqueror's Death for removal, but I actually think this deck's super sweet. I'm hyped to play this deck. I've been playing it for fun a little bit, and it does some fun things, and I will tell you, no one expects the fun of Rampage of the Clans. This card gets people so hard, to the point where I have more in the sideboard. I kinda want to have two in the main deck, because it just gets people. So how is everyone? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Bedlin and What Up TCG, happy Monday to you as well. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Big soup cheer for you. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully the weekend went well, and y'all are ready for some standard action. So yeah, Yorion Constellation to start with, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Admiral Blastos with the gift sub from Icy Doc. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Did you like King of the Pride in the Cats deck? I wasn't too sure about that card. I think King of the Pride is maybe the reason to play the cat deck. I mean, Kahira is the big new reason, but I think King of the Pride is great. I think it's like super duper powerful. I tried standard format Leyline Tribal with Rampage of the Clans. Yeah, Leyline Tribal's a little bit harder, I think. But this deck, we got some, well, let's do our reminders and we'll talk about it. Any hint on when the music stream is going to go down? Probably not this week. Next week, hopefully. I still have to get the playlist together. I do have a ton of submissions from people. It's just a matter of me taking the time to go through them and get the playlist and do that kind of stuff. So, unlikely this week, hopeful for next week. Icy Doc, how are you today? Built this weird Teamer self-move. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Oh, I am actually not sure who won the Magic Fest. I completely missed it. Arc Oxmobia. Ooh, Oxymogonus is a card that every time I play it, it is way more impressive than I thought. Hey, welcome back, Scott Farkas. Good to have you. So, is Teamer Adventures at one? I'm assuming no companion. If it's Teamer Adventures, that's sweet. All right, let us do our reminders, get into this deck, start playing Magic, because we're probably going to have some long grindy games. Replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Normal YouTube, if you missed it, hey, what's up, Strictly Jess? Good to see you. If you missed it, we played some Cats and Taxes, Kahira Cats and Taxes for Much Brew last night, and I actually think Cats, I think they're good. We're going to try the aggro build at some point, but yeah, so that next week, we got a fun modern budget deck featuring new Ikoria cards coming out for Budget Magic tonight, so keep an eye out for all that. The sponsor of our stream tonight is Card Kingdom, and maybe you need some Magic cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. They got Ikoria pre-sales up. You can snag them. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, Discord is new and improved. Merch page got tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated and never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. But yeah, my mom does randomly watch my stream sometimes. I don't think she watches like start to finish all the way through, but if you're watching, Mom, hello, happy Mother's Day again. Jesus Goat God, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. And we got our first donation of the day from One Up TCG, $5 donation sent by noticing me is the greatest feeling ever. Well, One Up TCG, you've definitely been noticed. Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. So I've only caught you playing Arena. I really miss the stream mode resize out. We still play Moto. We don't play it as often because we've been playing some standard lately. So it hasn't been a ton of Moto lately, but there's been some. And the sound is still there. It's always there. So all right, so the deck we're starting off with today is a deck I've been messing around with. We talked about it a little bit. The idea of Yorion with Constellation effects. Constellation, remember, is worded whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, you get a trigger. So our Constellation engine, there's not that many Constellation cards in Standard, honestly, that are that powerful. Like, just randomly tapping something's not that good. Getting bigger, getting double strike. So our main plan as far as Constellation cards, we have Archon of Sun's Grace. Life linking makes Pegasi when the enchantments come into play. No, you're a perfect time, Archer General. And then Contested Champion to draw cards. So the idea of our deck is we have these Constellation payoffs. We play Omen of the Sea, Wolf Willow Haven, Omen of the Hunt, Ramp and Filtering, Birth of Meletis gets our land drops, so kind of smooth things out in the early game, stick our Constellation payoffs, then we can Yorion to blink our Omen of the Seas and Wolf Willow Havens and Omen of the Hunts and whatever sagas we have on the battlefield, make a ton of Pegasi, make a huge Contested Champion, draw a bunch of cards, maybe use those to close out the game. If that's not enough to close out the game, at the top end of our curve, we get Kiora Best of Sea God, which is, it's our Agent of Treachery. It's our fair Agent of Treachery, but it ends up being like an Agent of Treachery that also makes a Kraken and gets to tap our opponent down. We have Shark Typhoon, which we do cycle, but in this deck, I actually like it even better. Just cast. We just cast it and then cast like Kiora Best of Sea Gods and Wolf Willow Havens and Planeswalkers. We do have Elspeth Conquers Death. That's our removal spell. I know that, like, people are a little sick of this card, but I really feel like, based on the theme of our deck, and the enchantment theme and the saga theme, I don't think we can not play it just because other people play it. K-Bed, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So yeah. So, Elspeth Conquers Death is our removal spell. Calyx holds everything together. More removal, draws us cards, can get back all of our sagas and enchantments if we ultimate it. Teferi protects us from counters, can let us pick up like Bursts and Omens of the Seas and Yorions, and yes, sometimes Elspeth Conquers Death. And that's basically the plan of the deck. We're just grinding them out with enchantments. 16 months, just Peter. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. And of course, I mentioned it briefly in the intro. My favorite card by far is Rampage of the Clans. It's just a one-of in the main deck, but no one expects it. So this is actually one of the most common ways we close out the game is we just play our enchantments, we draw cards, we make Archons, and then eventually we hit our Rampage, and then we Rampage and blow up all of our stuff. It just make a ton of Centaurs at instant speed and get our opponent. Also really good on just like turn 4. People go swinging in with aggro creatures, and we're like, haha, blow up our Birth of Meletis, blow up a Wolf Willow Haven, make some blockers, get ya. So I'm excited about that. Will we ever see you use the draft token? Oh, I thought I used it for the rough drafts, but apparently I have another one. Yes, you will see me use the draft token, I'm sure. But let's try Yorion Constellation Sagas. I ordered a shirt about a month ago to Canada, expected delivery April 6th. 26th to May 5th. Have you heard anything about shipping border delays? Ooh, I will have to ask Richard. All the like shipping and merch stuff is stuff that he does, so I would have to ask him. But I can ask him if you want. Send me an email, saffronisle@mtggoldfish.com, so I have a way to get back in touch with you, and I will ask Richard and get more information on that. I wouldn't be surprised if there were shipping or border delays with the whole pandemic thing, but. Well, no. If it's content related, then it's probably my fault. If it's like back end or like merch money stuff, then that's more Richard's end. But I don't know. I don't really do anything with that end of stuff. Canada Post had some delays. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, this is an expensive hand, but we'll keep it. We'll put a Kiora Best of Sea God to the bottom. We do have a lot of ramp, so we can hit the ramp. Worst case, we can start calyxing. I got my order sent 3 days ago when I ordered it 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I would not be surprised if stuff was just delayed because of the pandemic. So, how was everyone's weekend? Did anyone do anything cool? Did anyone play any cool decks or do any cool non-magic stuff? I mean, what have you been doing? This is a good question. I assume that most of you have some sort of like social distancing, stay at home stuff. What have you been doing? What have you been doing on the weekends? Zoomed with mom, yeah. I got to wish my mother a happy Mother's Day as well. Your beard makes men's with beards jealous. I will take that as a compliment. Big Nips and Magic Tips for the 7th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Good lord, this is slow. Ugh, this is, well, Archon. We can play our, oh, we're getting beaten down. We are getting beaten down. This might just be too slow on the draw. Ooh, college graduation party. Oh yeah, college has definitely been crazy for people this year with it going back, going all online. First big auto tapper loss. Ooh, that is a rite of passage, I think, on Arena to get got hardcore by the auto tapper. Been loving Orzhov Luris. I actually played against a mono white standard Luris deck today, and it seemed sweet. It was like mono white auras almost, I would say, and it was actually kind of impressive. Well, hopefully this Archon actually sticks. If they can kill it, things go bad. If it sticks, we're okay-ish. Yeah, all right. So opponent has a removal spell. Boo, boo. Oh no! Orzhov pseudo semi-humans? What is our opponent doing? What is going on? What is our opponent trying to do here? I don't get it. Oh, we're dead though. Okay, well this opponent curved out, and we had the slowest hand. We had no ramp on the mulligan. I mean, standard is it's still got some freshness to it from Ikoria, I think, which is good. Ultimatums are definitely fun. Another Tide Taker. So opponent's playing like some humans and some non-humans. That's a interesting technique. All right. Well, okay, sure. So our hand was a bit slow there. Hey, what's up, Ophidian? How are you? Is this based on your list? Ooh. I don't know. Maybe. So I just built it on Arena one day. Maybe subconsciously it was influenced by a list that you sent me at one point, but it wasn't directly based off of that. Mishra's Bauble is ridiculously expensive. That is the Luris effect in action. So the problem that time is we just didn't draw any ramp. We just drew the slowest hand in the world. It was mulligan induced, which is probably the biggest issue. But we drew all this part of our deck on the mulligan and didn't really cast anything before we died. We'll go down to Cure Best of Sea God. We'll go down to Shark Typhoon. We will go down. What else are we gonna cut? Maybe one more Kiora Best of Sea God and a Wolf Willow Haven. Try it like that. You need to play some cards around Yarok with the new set. Yeah, we'll have to do some more Yaroking at some point. We played it a little bit right when the set came out, but thank you so much for streaming. There's nothing you look forward to more while being at work than having your stream on. Ooh, awesome. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for watching. Tide Taker is interesting tech against Tornado. Yeah, I guess that makes it a little more expensive. Wolf Starinator, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. This hand feels a little bit better. We actually can do things in the early game, unlike last hand where we just didn't do anything all game. How do we want to do this? I guess we Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. Can't wait till companion gets a blanket ban. Every single companion seeing heavy play in multiple formats beside Yumori. And Yumori still sees play too. Yeah, I think I'm rooting for banned as companion. I think that's what I'm rooting for. Just like leave them legal, but make being a companion itself illegal. Lewis T for the 28th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. What are your thoughts about content other than MTG? Maybe a cooking stream. Would you enjoy a cooking stream? I mean, I'm not like downright opposed to a cooking stream if that's something people want to see. I've never really thought about it. I've never thought, oh, maybe I should do a cooking stream. But maybe I should do a cooking stream. What would we cook though? I'm actually good at cooking. I can cook pretty well. I mean, that's probably not a surprise, but I'm actually a decent cook, I think. Yoshion, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. Brewing beer while brewing decks. Ooh. I don't really do beer. Although that would be flavorful. Flavor win for sure. Archon Goo. I can make a mean omelet. I mean, I can cook other things too, but I would say omelet is number one. Saffron olive is, yeah. If I ever fizzle in this magic thing, I do have the name for a cooking channel on YouTube. maybe that's my next stop. Take up to Vary. Go to Gaba. Hit our opponent. Gain some life. Breeding pool. A kind of sad Yorion, because we keep getting hit by discard, but untap, flicker to Fairy. I mean, we're probably still in fine shape here. We're at 21. Opponent's not doing much, even with no lands. We'll get to it eventually. This is Yorion Sagas. Yorion Constellation. Do you feel the wizards are, for better words, using the banhammer a little too much, or are they justified? Okay, General Enforcer. I feel like, wow, so many lands. We will scry. We will put yet another land to the bottom. We will Teferi. We will bounce. What does this do? Exile a card, make a human. Yeah, we'll bounce Midnight Reaper.
That's more like it.
Oh! Holy lands. I'll get in and hit you. I mean, I guess this means we just cast Cure Best of Sea God. Teddy P. Beloved, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. So do I think Wizards is using the Banhammer, hey, what's up, Monster, too heavily? I would say no. I would say they are using it more heavily in the past, but well, we drew all lands and our opponent still didn't really have much of a shot there. But I think the real thing is they're printing really busted cards. Like, I think that's what it comes down to. Ooh, awesome, Troy. That is exciting. Good luck with the YouTube channel. But I think that's the issue, is Wizards is intentionally pushing cards, and that is leading to more banning. So I don't think fish sticks, that's like cannibalism or something, right? that would be the opposite of what the Goldfish cooking stream should be about. Let me see, Thingam. But yeah, I think that's the issue. Like, if Wizards is gonna push to make cards busted, more bannings are going to happen because of that. Ooh, Mardu fires. I mean, that looks sweet. I mean, you got some spice. Outlaws Merriman spicy. Fires and things that cost 4 and 5 mana is a tried and true combo that tends to be pretty good. That seems like it could probably be pretty successful. Does it feel fair to say that Wizards is banning more not because they are getting ban happy, because they are making chase cards that people basically need to run or are playing standard wrong? I feel like some of the bannings are, I feel like some of the cards are kind of incidental. Like Oko, I think they really just truly whiffed on. Like, I think they just messed up. So I don't know if it's all because they're like trying to push these chase cards to be heavily played. I think that's part of it, is them generally trying to up the power level of standard and the side effects of that. But I think some of them are them just like straight up missing with some sort of flaw in the testing process, most likely. Do you think that there is a designer in Wizards who's making overpowered cards for fun to see how people react? So the thing is, like, I don't think Wizards, heavy cards that are so overpowered that people freak out, I don't think that's actually in Wizards' in Wizards' best interest. So I don't think they're just like trolling the community by making broken cards. I think they are trying to like push the power level because powerful cards are fun. So I think they are trying to push the power level, but I don't think they're like intentionally trying to make like bannably broken cards because that's not helpful either. Yes, the deck list is posted right here. Exclamation point deck. We'll get you to it. Temple to the bottom. So, well, we can Teferi into Archon, I guess. Opponent hits and hits us. It was good, Dan. How are you? Is our opponent? Oh, boy. Opponent's discard tribal over there. All right. Plays a land. Oh, forest go. Are we going to be fast enough? That is the question. Opponent can start pumping this. We're going to need something. Do you think companions are going to get banned in older formats? I think that some will 100%, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of change to make companions totally illegal in older formats. Either like directly banning them or some sort of like banned as companion rule, something. Well, that's Omen. Opponent's going to pump and hit us for a bundle. Blue, blue, white, white, green, green. I guess we take a island. Yeah. Grows the dork. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so I think we just play the planes. We're just going to... Yeah, we're just going to Shark Typhoon here. Shark Typhoon, make a blocker. Force our opponent to pump. Yeah, being antied is probably a good solution. Won an auction for a foil Phyrexian Tyranny and a custom-painted borderless Nekuzar. Ooh, that's sweet, Doug. How expensive are, like, custom-painted cards? I don't know much about, like, the alter or custom market, like, at all. 4 Chandras away from the Winota deck. The Winota deck is definitely powerful. Well, we'll make a shark. Ooh, shatter this guy. That's not a bad draw. Well, we will block your knight. If you want to pump, that's fine. Ooh, opponent pumps. All right, that is acceptable. Ooh, another Archon. All right, untap lad. Archon. Birth. Make a lifelinker. We're getting it set up. This is where the deck's trying to get to. Grab a Plains. Pretty close to Yarning to blink everything and make a lot of Archons. And I don't know what our opponent's going to do about that. Tap lad for our opponent. Why is no one playing Naya Winota? I think it's mostly because Agent of Treachery is just so busted. Wait, Fires is 3 in red, right? Is Fires not 3 in red? Alright, sure. Hit us. Hushbringer. Hushbringer. Interesting. I'll go to combat. Get in. Hit ya. I think we just Wrath here. I think we just Wrath and Scry. Hit our opponent. Wrath away the board. Scry. Alright, we'll keep Birth. Sure. Pass the turn. I think that people that are exclusively blaming Teferi for Standards problems are, in my opinion, incorrect. Oh, play Archon. Play Birth. Get a land. Play the land. Pass the turn. What are you going to do, Rankle? What do you got? Archon's coming. I mean, is it very strong? It is. It is Teferi very strong? It is. Is that what's quote-unquote breaking the format? I don't think I would go that far. Opponent gets him with a Rankle. All right. Murderous Rider, sure. Ooh, Elspeth Conquers Death. That is a good card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we will Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of the Rankster. Play the land. No attacks. This is probably a Rankle in hand. It could very well be a Rankle in hand. So, someone asked me an interesting question about companions recently, and it was, are companions broken because of the consistency they add, or are they broken because they're an 8th card in hand? And I really think it's both. I think that if the companion mechanic, let's go into a hypothetical world and say the companion mechanic. And say they oh, this Yorion's going to be decent. Yorion. Blink you, blink you. Get in. Get back our stuff. Get a land. Get rid of Murderous Rider. Yorion's so good. It is so good. Get the island. Fazaderd. All right, opponent. All right. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, all right, let's say in a hypothetical world that companions did not give you an 8th card in hand. They're worded in some way where you only draw a 6 card opening hand, let's say, and then you're your companion. I still think that would be a pretty miserable and horrible mechanic because you're going to see the same card every single game, and it's just so lacking in variety. An opponent scoops it up to 1-0 with the Yorion value. So I think that would, even if it wasn't card advantage, I think that the mechanic would still not be a good one. But then let's say it goes the other way, and it's card advantage but not redundant somehow. Like you start with 8 cards, but your companion's shuffled in your deck. I don't know. Like if you have this card in your deck, you reveal it before the game, shuffle it into your deck, and you get to draw an extra card in hand. That would still be broken. So they're broken at like multiple levels. Teferi was the first and biggest domino in Ruin Standard, pushing out interaction. I mean, Teferi is obviously a very strong card and a very annoying card. But I think that when people make the argument like, oh, if Teferi didn't exist, fires would be fine, or companions would be fine, I think that's a silly argument. Like, Teferi is not making fires and companions and all the other, like, but Uro or whatever card you want to put in there. Like, I don't think Teferi is making those cards broken. What if you could interact with companion while they're in the companion zone? That would make it kind of fairer. But I'm not sure what you have to actually, like, interact with it. What is, Crim just said, I think Crim just said, like, oh, like, I guess you're right about that. Can you recap your tweets on Marrow's thread from last night? What thread was that? There's been a few Marrow conversations over the last couple days. Avengado SG, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Ooh, Jingatha. That's one you don't see as much. Ugh. With one more land, this hand would be the dream. That's a ooh. Okay. We're gonna keep this Rampage as the clans, I think. We probably shouldn't. It's probably correct to put it to the bottom, but I'm really tempted to keep it. I'm really tempted to keep it and just try to get them. Ooh, can we keep it? Can we keep it? Oh, welcome, Midtown. Oh, the one asking about what format you should put A++ cards for. So Marrow's question was, if a card was, well, we gotta mulligan something. Do we keep the Rampage? We'll put Elspeth Conquers Death at the bottom. That's fine. Mira's question was, if a card is going to be fun in Standard, but broken in older formats, should we print the card? I think that's me paraphrasing it. I think that was the paraphrase of what he was asking. What do you think, chat? If a card is going to be fun in Standard, but broken in older formats, should it still be printed? I think it depends a little bit. Like, so, oh boy, what is it with everyone playing humans? How is everyone? Is there like a new human deck that I didn't hear about? And humans are like the new thing going on in Standard now? Is that where we're at? All right, sure. Well, we will Wolf Willow Haven. Hallowed Fountain. So, Eternal formats are more important. I don't play Standard, so I would say no. Ooh, General Kudrow. All right. Oh, I think we're gonna try to get him. Do we try to get him? If we run out. Oh, this is indestructible. Ugh, that's way worse. All right. Well, we don't try to get him. We play Fabled Passage. We crack Fabled Passage. We grab a Plains. We Archon. We pray for no removal. So my thinking is, if a card's going to be super fun in Standard, but super broken in older formats, I would actually be fine with loot-treeing it. Like, print the card because it's fun in Standard, but then just ban it. Like, pre-ban it. Ban it before the set even comes out. Opponent does have the removal spell. I would actually be okay with that solution. Aww. Aw, come on. What is going on in Standard? What is happening? But that doesn't work if the card is only like okay in Standard. You can't, there is a cost to that. So I don't think you can do that unless the card is like legitimately going to be very fun in the Standard format. So if it's going to legitimately be like super awesome, then I think that's an okay solution. If it's just going to be like, oh, another card, then I think that's a much worse idea. One, two, three, four. All right. So this is humans with main deck to. I don't understand what's going on. How in the world have we played humans twice in a row? I'm so confused about what's going on in Standard. Does our opponent just have more removal? General Enforcer. Okay. And we'll see if this Cure Best to See God is enough. Opponent combat. Why are they going to sack them both? Oh, wow. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone want 3 damage more than our opponent. Opponent really wanted to get us to 8. Woo! That is I mean, that is a way to do it. Bucks Araxa, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Oh, opponent, reading Cure Best to See God, realizing this has hexproof. General Kudrow cannot sacrifice things to kill it. Wow, that was aggressive. Aggressive, I think, is the words. I was disappointed in we don't have enough time to playtest every format. They aren't wrong, but when you have bans in Standard, it's a bad look because obviously didn't test Standard. Yeah, I think if you're going to say, and I think it's true that they can't playtest every format, the amount of employees it would take to do that is got to be off the charts. So that does make sense to me. But if Standard is also doing poorly, it does make that argument a little bit sillier, I think. Ooh, Setessan Champion. I like Setessan Champion. Tap you. Setessan Champion. Forest. Haven. Draw a card. Oh, the Krakens. The Krakens have arrived. Oh, that is wonderful news. Do we get in? I think we do. Hit you for 8. Cure Messasegon is so good. Oh, I do like this card. This is like Agent of Treachery, except not miserable. It's fair Agent of Treachery. Kiora does mess everything about it. So even if they kill our stuff, their stuff is tapped out. Then we play this and get another 8/8, and they're going to be a chump block mode. And we get to draw a card. I like where we're at. Maybe they can't test other formats, but they should be able to review and evaluate. I mean, they had to know that Luris was broken with, like, Lion's Eye Diamond and so forth. Like, they had to. There's no way they could not know that. Like, it's so obvious and clear. What? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, opponent. Opponent. That was not a wise move. Well, we will crack this to Scry, because we might as well. We will keep Calyx. We will take your Judith. Come here. Come to us. All right. Kill you? Attack, attack? Make you die? Oh! Well, maybe people will stop playing humans due to the beating that we're putting on them with Sagas. Done! So, I mean, some of them are pretty obviously. Dinta's pretty obvious. So it kind of, even if you can't test cards in Legacy, which I get that, and that makes sense, but it is hard to be like, how can you not realize how busted it is with certain obvious interactions? Yeah, that was good. We are kind of eating up these human stacks, which came out of nowhere. I have not seen anyone playing humans. That's not a thing that you see, but apparently it is now. Apparently everyone's on the human plan. Has anyone seen people playing humans? Oasis is definitely a sweet card. What do you think about play design? How much responsibility do you think they bear in recent design stuff? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Because remember, like, there was all this, like, design issues, and the response was, we're gonna make play design, but now there's still design issues. I haven't tried humans yet. Maybe we gotta try humans at some point. Although, if we just keep crushing them, maybe not. Maybe that is not actually necessary. Maybe they're not actually that good, and we just crush them. What can we cut? Ugh. How many lands are we playing in this deck? 35. We can go to 30. We can go to 34, I think. Yeah, we'll go down to 34. That's fine. Should be fine. My guess is the play design doesn't have much to say. They probably just have concerns, but it's downplayed by other departments. Yeah, I'm kind of curious who's respawn, like, yes, I actually have two, well, I have one literal Brewers Minute that is done, and it'll be going up this week, and I have another Brewers Minute-like video, even though it's not technically under the Brewers Minute heading, that I am almost done with, that will be coming up shortly too. So yes, that's something that I'm planning on doing more of going forward, is trying to be more consistent with non-gameplay videos, like talking, brewing, whatever, opinion type videos. Gotten so tired of complaints by Magic players, can't watch streams anymore without it being the only discussion. That is fair feedback. It is a popular topic of conversation right now. Yeah, the Cats and Taxes deck is really sweet. I want to build it. We got to build an aggro version. Yeah, Adriano's thumbnail design is definitely a highlight for me of our YouTube videos. He's really good at what he does. What do you think about Narset going in the main board for this deck? I considered Narsetting. I considered Narsetting in the deck. I think it would probably be decent in the deck. Ooh, draw us into that Archon, friend. But yeah, we'll definitely play Aggro Cats, because I think Aggro Cats with Nikado could actually be pretty good. Would like to see a video outlining your deck building process. I think that would be a good video. The only question is if I can actually figure out how to do it. Huh. What is more problematic? The Lord or the Crusader? I guess probably Crusader, honestly. Alright. They can't play another General Kudro anyway. I like to draw cards, but I need to live long enough to draw cards. I'll play Teferi. Bounce Kudro. Ugh. Yeah, shock ourselves. Wolf Willowhaven. We're getting mana. Can we stop the General Kudros? 3-1 NFP for the 3rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. The General returns. Thank you. It does look like Wilford Bremley. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. About it. Hitting us down to 6. Ignoring Teferi. Yeah. Our life total's not that high. Down to 6. Taplad passes. I'll take up Teferi.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
How do we get out of this? Do we just double Teferi? Oh, we'd have to shock ourselves. 1, 2, 3. Huh. I'll play another Teferi. Keep new Fairy. Bounce the General.
I'll protect
you. Cetacean Champion. Uh-oh. Arena? Oh! Please resolve? Not like this, Arena. Oh. All right, let's I guess we gotta do this. Oh, now you get to see my desktop. Oh no. I was hoping this would happen. My desktop is 10 out of 10 cluttered today. I even thought about this before I started streaming. I was like, man, if I gotta close this and people can see my desktop, they are going to yell at me. It might be the worst it's ever. Close. There's still a little space. There's still a little space along the right hand side, so it's not full yet. But it's getting there. There's still space. There's plenty of space. I can fit like 10 more icons. Oh, so many emotes. Are we going to lose the game because of that? Probably. It's getting full. It's getting fuller. It slowly fills up. I can't delete anything because I have a video I'm in the process of editing. Unsubscribe, no!
I am not going to sit this one out.
Oh no! Card quantity expected. Quantity. Where's our deck? Where'd our deck go? Oh no! What happens if we sideboard? So it's Yorion versus the world? Alright. Can Yorion win by itself? Username 1 versus long username. The ultimate, this is some Pro Tour Finals level magic here. Username 1 versus long username. Alright, I guess we gotta... We will admit that even that... Everything! Arena's falling apart! Well, can we keep playing? Is Arena just dead? I've never seen that one before. Okay, well, we're not going to count that as a loss on our record because that's not our fault. That is Arena's fault. 100%. Oh. Long username. Oh. I do have a few icons on my desktop. So we're 1-0. We're 1-0. Arena is also 1-1, I guess. Ooh, Yorion mirrors. Ooh. Well, ramping into Kiribati Sagas seems legit. Is there anyone that knows how to fix away Arena updates? You need to do full reinstalls each time. I wish. Arena loves updating and preparing assets more than just about anything. I do not know a way to get around that. There might be a way that exists that I'm not aware of, but I'm not aware of one. My desktop isn't that bad. Well, thank you, Paps. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Usually people say the exact opposite, like, oh my god. It's because Arena is big and Unity sucks. Oh, is Unity not good? I remember when Arena first came out, I thought that Unity was like... the big cool thing that they were like, yeah, it's in Unity, so everything's awesome. But I know nothing about computer programming, so is it actually not like super awesome? Ooh, 1, 2. We will keep the Typhoon. We will keep the Shark Typhoon. How do you beat a bird serpent? With a flying shark. Yeah, I think this deck's actually decent. Your desktop is worse. Well, I'm glad I'm not the actual worse. About it. Unity's just an engine like Unreal. Opponent's got growth spirals for days. Yeah, I know. I couldn't even tell you what Unity is. That's how clueless I am on that end of things. I'll play the land. Play Birth. Get a Plains. play Wolf Willow Haven. Pass the turn. So maybe our opponent just taps out, and then we can cure our best the sea god. Otherwise, we can cycle and make a big shark. Do you think they'll print more companions in the future? While they are very centralizing, they do allow some archetypes like cats in your previous video to do better. Cats is an example of where I actually do like companions. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's not optimal. I'm having flashbacks to Nexus of Fate. My guess is that we do not see more companions. Oh, opponent's mana skewed Bant. Okay. Sure. Ooh, Calyx. I do like Calyx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we play the land, what counters do we have to play around? Yeah, Mystic Dispute's probably the most common. Why are they leaving up 3 mana, though? One, two, three, four, 5. Mystic with another Growth Spiral? Yeah, that's possible. Alright, let's just pass and make a big shark. Pass, make a big shark to kill this Narset, or whatever. I think that's fine. Opponent, white mana, untapped. Narset, again. Shark Typhoon. Teferi Time Raveler.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Well, here comes the Planeswalkers. Hey, what's up, Mashura? How are you? Opponent's going to bounce our Wolf Willow Haven. Okay. No, this isn't a mirror. Opponent's playing the Bant mid-range. Some sort of Bant mid-range deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we'll make a shark. We are similar but we're an enchantment deck, and they're kind of a more traditional mid-range deck, I believe. We'll go to combat. Attack Narset. Narset dies.
This was overwhelming.
Play Teferi. Opponent Growth Spirals. Untap land. Oh, they are playing. They're playing hard counters. Interesting. Well, Calyx. Dig it up, dig it up. Omen. Scryland. Birth to the bottom go. All right, do your worst about it. You can read up on play design articles about that. What are your thoughts on 3 fairy heavy, a static ability plus 1 reversed? Would that be more fair? So you could always cast things with flash. Plus 1, opponents could only cast. All right. One of the more fun standard cards to play against. Opponent. If they actually hit with this, and they're... God dang it. Really? Oh, that's brutal. Brutality. Well, we will go to combat. Kill Teferi.
It's only a
Play Cetacid Champion. Play Wolf Willow Haven, draw a card. Pass the turn. Well, we're gonna draw some cards. Ugh. I can't believe they hit an enchantment in their non-enchantment deck. Would you like to read my name again? It's a German word in a weird 311 writing. Always so much fun when I resubscribe and you try to read it. 31 N70PF. Thurwanapoof. Something like that. I realize that people hate Agent of Treachery. I realized that after last week's Budget Magic, where we played a Budget Winota agent deck, and people just really don't like it. I don't think that Agent of Treachery is actually that problematic. I think that there's too many ways to like ramp into it, but I don't actually think that Agent itself is a especially problematic card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So opponent gonna Omen. Our Omens are better than theirs because we have Cetacid Champion. Leaves one on top. And of games and tables for the second month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glass Casket. No, alright. Full control, so we can do this without Arena ruining it. Alright, Omen of the Sea. Draw 2 cards. Bottom. Okay. Omen of the Sea. Draw 2 cards. And another champion. All right. Grind about. All right. I think we got a shot. Bottom and top. Ooh, Shark Typhoon too. So we lose our Cetacid Champion temporarily, but we're ahead on mana. And this Yorion, if we resolve Yorion, oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Opponent goes after our Shark. Okay, sure. Yorion, Agent of Treachery. Okay. So now he might be dead. Agent of Treachery, again, is pretty bad if they take our lands. Which I assume you take a Wolf Willow Haven land. Yeah. And now we don't really have the mana to do anything, unfortunately. Ugh. That is not good for us. Well, play a land. Play Cetacid Champion. Yorion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would have been so much better if we had mana. So Wolf Willow Haven returns. I mean, this is what the deck can do, though. Like, this is some of the synergies available. We get a land out of the deck for our opponent to steal. Bottom, draw a card. Bottom. Draw a card. Draw a card. Discard, and discard? Well, I mean, we did things. If there's not another Agent of Treachery. That was a good turn! turn. That was a really good turn. If Agent was a cast trigger, would it still be playable? I think so. Yeah, I think it would still be playable fairly. In some ways, cast triggers are more powerful because they can't really be countered. All right, so opponent got very good use. So our opponent's Agent of Treachery was like a 10 for 1, really. They hit an enchantment with it, and then they followed that up by exiling 2 of our creatures? That was pretty insane. Uro for our opponent. Hey, what's up, Interrupter Jones? How are you? Why couldn't you bounce a Wolf Willow Haven on the land that your opponent stole? You still control the enchantment. Oh, maybe you're right. I just completely lost track of it over there, but I think you are technically correct. I'll play Teferi. Opponent runs out Omen of the Sea. One on top.
If you show remorse.
Well, Teferi. Bounce Glass Casket. Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of Elspeth Conquers Death. Temple Garden. Pass the turn. Well, this is going to be a long and grindy match. Homeward Path only gets creatures, so anything else? Yeah, I was thinking about that with Trostani, because there's the Trostani, but it only gives back creatures. But, yes, Escape Protocol will be coming, not fully confident. Yes, yes, yes. In video on YouTube first, but then we might stream a version of it too. The biggest problem with standards, there's no punishment for ramp. That's a really interesting question. What would be a standard playable way to punish ramp? So, I mean, I don't think it's got to be something Wizards might consider putting into standard, because I don't think you could say Armageddon or like Sinkhole or Strip Mine, but something that Wizards might actually consider. Atheist for Castiel for the 2nd month. Thanks for the quarantine. I can finally watch the stream. Well, I'm so glad. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I think Blood Moon might even be more than Wizards would go, honestly. Uro for our opponent. I think even that might be more than Wizards is willing to go. So opponent, gonna go back to drawing cards. Uro, yeah. And this game might come down to time. Elspeth Conquers Death. Goes after our Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay. Opponent. Oh, we're going to untap with Zetessan Champion? All right, gets in it to Teferi. Sure.
Now what?
Teferi down. About it. Oh, this is such a grindy game. Ankh would be an interesting one. I could see that. I think Sinkhole is probably too much. Zozu could also be fine. So opponent's going to bounce Zetessan Champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Hollowed Fountain Bottom. Archon. Wait, we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's keep the land and put Archon to the bottom. That gets bounced. We draw a Calyx. We untap. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I would be fine with Stone Rain. Opposition might be too much too. Mana Barb sounds about right. Luxac for the 33rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Print a new white creature that costs 2 mana. Says players can't play more than 1 land per turn. I actually kind of like that idea. I think that could be fine. Is Ramp worse than Ramanamp Red? Do you think Ramp decks are a bigger problem than Ramanamp Red? I mean, I think that all of Standard, kind of across the board, is a little bit too heavy on the Ramp. 1, 2, 3. So he plays Shark Typhoon. Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of Uro. Pass the turn. Elspeth Conquers Death gets ticked up. I'm still not sure that we're winning this, because our opponent's probably just going to Age of Treachery, steal our Shark Typhoon. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Yorion in Standard. Ooh, Price of Progress would be super powerful, that's for sure. A Thanamancer might be a fairer Price of Progress. That might be possible. This is game 1 of match 2.5, sort of. We played a match and won it, and then we played a match and Arena bugged out, and now we started this match and it's game 1, and it is going to be the grindiest. It already is the grindiest. Jeez, Has our opponent hit every... They've hit a lot of Elspeth Conquers Death. Hits the Shark Typhoon. Opponent goes to combat. Gets in. Hits us. Down to 8. Opponent passes. Elspeth Conquers Death ticks up. One, two. Boy. Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, this match is gonna go for infinity. Well, I guess we gotta play Calyx. Even though it's infinitely expensive.
Those who follow their destiny have nothing to fear from me.
We have to get rid of Elspeth Conquers Death.
You from
play a temple. To the bottom. Cetacean Champion. Pass the turn. Oh, we have 43 cards. Opponent has 50. We are right on the edge of being dead, thanks to these flyers. Oh, boy. These Elspeth Conquerors Death battles, I don't even know. Hey, what's up, Veribet? How are you? Brazen Borrower for our opponent. And there's a huge shark coming too. All right. Opponent draws. Yeah, I guess we Omen of the Sea. Hey, what's up, Donos? How are you? I like Spirit of the Labyrinth Lands idea. Yeah, I think that might be a good way to go about it. That seems like a way that you can keep ramp under control without making people too miserable. Well, Elspeth conquers death. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Draw a card. Oh yes, I read that. Ooh, I read that Discord conversation. I have no clue what you're talking about, Tanos. Literally none. About it. Tameo, collector of tales.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
Okay. So I can get back to Fairy.
No tail should be discarded.
To Fairy can bounce something, which does something.
Slow this down.
And our spells are all taxed still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Alright. Krugelmeister, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Rampage, except our opponent also has a lot of Rampage fodder. Well, what's Teferi gonna do? Are we gonna bounce this to get back another Elspeth Conqueror's Death? Oh my god. I think that's all happened because of that Agent of Treachery. I think that's it. The Agent of Treachery that stole our Calyx was the game. Opponent gets in at Calyx, hits us. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out of this one. Not with all these planeswalkers. And our inability to cast stuff because our opponent has infinite ugh. Okay. I think maybe my opinion on Standard is changing during the course of this stream. With Historic coming back permanently, will we see regular Historic content? I think we'll definitely see more Historic content. About it.
From my past.
Hits us. Passes. Our stuff is just all too expensive. Being locked under Elspeth Conqueror's Death is not fun. We will get a Plains. Yeah, we're just playing at such a huge mana disadvantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this stolen land is a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can only do one thing. That thing isn't very good. We're still going to be locked under... Oh, Elspeth Conqueror's Death. We can't really do multiple things because all of our stuff is so expensive. We're just like... We've been locked under Elspeth Conqueror's Death, making everything cost 2 more for multiple turns. While our opponent has it, so they've been able to accelerate, and we have not, unfortunately. One, 2, 3, 4. Opponent cracks Fabled Passage. Yeah, it's our Wolf Willowhaven. And we can do it instant speed. If we could do it at instant speed, I'd be higher on it, but... Alright, pass the turn. I guess we're cycling a Shark Typhoon. So, stuff taxed for the 5th turn in a row. I envision a cycle where a player gets benefit if they have less lands than their opponent. White can let you tutor for a land every land your opponent plays. Black can have some sort of life loss effect. Red could be the same thing but damage. Green gets the same but temp mana. Something like that could be interesting. I could see that. There's a Teferi, so we can't Rampage at instant speed because our opponent has Teferi. So opponent is going to take up Tamiyo. Elspeth tries it. Their last Elspeth Conquers Death misses. Tap land. Opponent is down to 4 cards in hand. Our stuff is just so dang expensive. Our stuff just being taxed so much. Will you try to get Momentary Blink Haphazard Bombardment when HA3 gets released in a week or so? Oh, maybe. Okay, opponent has a Narset. Wait, doesn't Momentary Blink just hit creatures? Am I remembering that wrong? Yeah, exile creature. So I don't think Momentary Blink actually does much with bombardment. Opponent finds another Teferi. Takes up Teferi.
That's more like it.
Plays another Teferi.
I know my responsibility.
So he can Agent of Treachery. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
Let's try this.
Maybe. So maybe our deck is just a worse version of the Agent of Treachery. Of an Agent of Treachery deck. That is the card that has really shifted the way this game is played out. Opponent's going to take our Elspeth Conquers Death. Opponent. Well, alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get to make a shark. We get to kill Brazen Borrower. We drop to 4. We draw Fabled Passage. We go to combat. How do we not die to Yorion? Yarion's lethal. So we gotta leave up a Shark Typhoon? Yeah, Elspeth Conqueror's Death is it's insanely brutal. So brutal. I'll play the land, crack the land. Get a land. Go to combat. Attack Teferi. Attack Tamiyo. Opponent lets them die.
You just let me know.
I have learned little here.
We will stop on our opponent's upkeep. Oh, what if they have a counter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we just do it now while our opponent's tapped out. All right, yeah. Rampage. Silver, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so Centaurs for everyone. Pass the turn. Oh! Our secret tech! Our secret tech! Our secret tech worked! It worked! Oh, it worked! Yes! Oh, sorry your ears. Oh, wow! Oh, Rampage of the Clan! It did it! We were getting ground out by the Agent of Treachery all game, and then our one card. The secretest of tech. El Blueski, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Oh, that was so good. Oh, yes. Oh, was it really that loud? My apologies. My apologies. Well, I think, based on our experience in that game, I think we're going to bring in the second Rampage of the Clans. That sounds like a good idea. Mystical disputes, Delvin's vetoes, return to natures, maybe. What do we not want? How do we actually win this? Maybe we go down an Archon or two. Wow, that was grindy. I think the way this match ends is most likely our opponent timing out. We're ahead on time, which is a big deal. This is the grindiest Magic I've ever played. Good lord. Yeah, opponent did spend a lot of effort in stealing our enchantments, only for us to rampage them. That was so sweet. I guess maybe Birth? Birth is... just putting up a wall isn't that exciting. We can go down the burrs. Inspector Bean, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I guess Curie Best to See God getting stolen does feel bad, doesn't it? We'll trim a couple. If that gets stolen by Agent of Treachery, good lord. Oh boy, I don't want any part of that. Wow, this is so grindy. It's hard to bring in Banishing Light against this deck because they have a Teferi to bounce it and other ways most likely to interact with it. Well, let me see. Best of one Abzan Aristocrats. Ooh. That actually looks... So when I did the Death Oasis against the odds, I had a build that looked very much like this, except it was also a Cat Oven. Cat Oven was in there. But sort of the same basic idea. I think it actually can be pretty good. I would assume that Cat Oven is like the correct competitive thing, even though it's kind of boring. But what do you think about the most underused sideboard tech in Standard right now? I really think Unmoored Ego. Yeah, I think Unmoored Ego should definitely be played more. Also, Rampage of the Clans, apparently. That's got my vote now. Since because of that one game. I'm still so happy about that. That was the best. But yeah, Unmoored Ego is a good one. There was something else I was thinking today, like, why don't more people play this in their sideboards? Oh, you know what? No, you know what I've really been liking lately, and I think more people should examine is I've really been liking Wilt as a main deck card. You gotta have green mana, obviously, but Wilt, there's a target in basically every deck has a target that you want to blow up, and if you run into a matchup where you don't need it, it cycles. Like, I feel like more people should be playing main deck Wilts if you have green mana to cast it. But like the opportunity cost is low. There's Elspeth Conqueror's Death. There's Fires of Invention. There's Wilderness Reclamation. There's Witch's Oven. It's, every top tier deck essentially it has a really key artifact or enchantment. So I like that as kind of a free rolly way to wow. Do we rampage them right out of Magic? Are they going to time out now? After that, we played an hour-long match in game one, and our opponent's going to be so salty about our fun of, that they're just going to stop? Oh, that is beautiful. We rampaged him right out of the... Yes! Oh, our opponent with their Agent of Treacheries. They thought they had us stealing our Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I mean, I guess I guess it could be. I guess it could be that Arena crashed, but I like to imagine that we got them so good with that Rampage that they're done. They're done. Oh, that was so good. Well, no matter what happens the rest of the stream, that's probably gonna be my my highlight of the day. Oh, their laptop was smashed. They threw it across the room. Before our next round, a reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Maybe Rampage of the Clan maybe we should be playing more. Possibly. So, what do you feel like is underexplored in Standard? Is there any card that, like, when Ikoria came out, you were like, Benny Boy, for the 7th month, more Yorion mirrors? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Is there anything that you were like, man, this is going to be sweet, but you haven't really seen people doing it yet? Because there's got to be more unexplored things. Ooh, we have not played any Kinnan. I think the challenge I've run into with Kinnan is I think the deck ends up being very very simic. Like if you're the ramping part would be unique, but what you're ramping into, I think would most likely end up being like the same old stuff, Crosses and an Agent of Treacheries. That's kind of the part that makes it feel less exciting than it is. Getting in Tribal again would be sweet. Yeah, we'll put Curibus at the bottom for now. Alright, Temple of Plenty. We don't need more lands. We do need more Setessan champions. Bazadard. I want to see more Garruk. Yeah, more Planeswalker Tribal would be good. I am planning on playing more historic once the next anthologies releases. That was my initial plan anyway. Wait until historic anthologies releases and then do some more exploring. Escape Protocol is on the way. That is coming. And I think it's actually pretty sweet. Melwheel Calyx.
I was created for one purpose, restoring order to Theros.
I think we got to give our opponent a turn and just tick up and get an Omen. We don't really want to, so we could put it under this Omen of the Sea, but we're probably going to want to exile it with Yorion, and then it would come back anyway. Ugh. I think I'm dreading Teferi Tribal. Alright, Uro. Well, I assume this is building towards an eventual...
Clothis, help me!
Well, tick up. Birth.
Clothis, show me my path.
And let's draw cards. I mean, our deck is unique compared to other Yorion decks. Setessan champion. Maybe we got the secret tech. Grey Ghost. Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you decide to play this deck, one thing I've learned is try to leave your planes in the deck because of Birth. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Well, everyone gonna draw some cards. Oh no! Everyone's gonna draw a ton of cards. Yeah, here they come. That's a lot of triggers. Have I tried Yorion Foretold? I haven't. We probably should. Fidget for the 12th month, 1 year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we probably gotta. We definitely gotta start getting rid of Risen Reefs. Elspeth Conquer stuff. Get rid of a Risen Reef. Draw a card. Calyx. Get rid of a Risen Reef.
Return to your place, interloper.
Get in with Setessan champion. Hit ya. Fabled Passage. Go. Growth Spiral being banned would be fine. Do I think Wizards will ban anything? Oh, there's the agent. My hope would be that if something gets banned, that something is Fires of Invention. Been watching YouTube for years, decided to put the time for a Prime sub to use to support more great content. Well, thank you so much, Grey Ghost. I appreciate the support and the kind words. So it's standard. I don't actually think companions are super problematic in standard. I do think they are problematic in non-standard formats. But my vote for standard would be, I wouldn't mind Fires getting banned. If there is a companion that needs to be banned, I think that companion is Yorion most likely. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got to deal. Oh, that Yorion. Huh. What do we do about this? I'll take Wolf Willowhaven.
The stars will light our way.
Play a land. Wolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no, we just leave it. Let's just Yorion. Blink and blink.
This will not be how my story ends.
Whatever. All right. I guess we're gonna do it anyway. I was thinking we wanted to intentionally discard the hand size, but get rid of Agent.
Threads of fate unravel any further.
Bazardern. Swig for 0. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to your view. Thank you. All right, opponent. Sure. All the agents. Agents for days and years. Months and days and years. Bodet, Ebriel Grazer. They probably cannot do much with Calyx, though. Whiffs. Passes. Well, play to Fairy.
Right on schedule.
Bounce Elspeth Conquers Death.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Play a land. Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of Agent of Treachery. I guess we hit Calyx. We might as well hit Calyx. Oh, it doesn't even work. They get to block. Whatever. Opponent blocks. Bazardern this game. Max Mulder, welcome to the Fishbowl. Oh, thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. All right, it's just a Leaf Kid and a bunch of lads. Okay, that could have went way worse. To the top, okay. Takes up. Puts it to the bottom. Yes. Oh, this game is ridiculous. Oh, this is like, it feels a lot like Commander. I feel a lot like we're playing a Commander game right now. Well, we will Shark Typhoon. Take up to Fairy.
Oh, I've done the hero.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Land. Calyx. Make a shark.
I am a scion of Cloth.
Take up Calyx. Get a Omen.
The stars will light our way.
Attack Calyx. Wild game.
This cannot be your destiny.
That was an expensive Leaf Kid. Risen Reef. All right, here comes the card draw. I don't even know how this ends. Fixing the companion problem is easy. You just have to change the mechanics slightly. Instead of starting with a card outside your game, it starts in your hand and you draw 6 cards. That would make it better. I still think it would be pretty obnoxious to have to deal with the same card on like turn 3 every game. It would be an improvement, though. Embryo Grazer. Found it. Going off. Oh, no. Omnath. All right. Sure. Opponent. Land. Draws a card. I guess there's a risk of us just getting burnt out by Omnath. Opponent passes. Okay. So. Calyx. Get rid of Omnath.
Your meddling.
I wish you had that Setessan champion. Let's Omen. Mega Shark. One, two, three, four. Alright, Archon. Play the Archon. Play Wolf Willow Haven. Make a Shark and a Set Jar. And a Pegasus. Tabland. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Oh, this game! This is a wild game! I'm worried about playing Sea God because if it gets stolen by Agent of Treachery, it's so bad for us. It is so bad. Hit our opponent. Take up to Fairy. Hope for no Omnath or Agent of Treacheries. Pass the turn. Do I intend to play any Magic Fest? I don't know. Oh! Another one. That's another one. Should we? Should we play a Magic Fest? Oh, we've been fighting. Oh, in the land. Ugh. Yeah, Omnath is scary. We don't have an easy way of dealing with it.
I suppose that's how
Kills to Fairy. Yorion. Opponent's going to get a few triggers, I say. Wow. Okay. Omnath. Well, playing Omen. Opponent Growth Spirals. Make a Pegasus. Make a Shark. Get a land out of the deck. Yeah, I feel like our opponent could have killed us here, probably. So we lose our Archon, which means we lose our lifelink. Opponent attacks. And we will block Setessan champion. We have a Flying Shark RB. Alright, another Omnath. Gets a bunch of triggers. Non-lands. Kills Yorion. What are we hoping for? Like, do we want to scry? Is it even worth it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hey, what's up, Swing for Zero? How are you? I have not heard that they've declared a BNR yet. So, as far as I know, there hasn't been a BNR announced yet. Now, let's scry. Oh, yeah, Agent of Treachery does make Cure Best to See God a lot worse. Untap Archon. Ooh, that isn't the worst. Go to our main phase. Take up Calyx. Elspeth conquers death.
Look skyward and receive
Archon.
the gifts of the gods.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Birth. Mega Shark. Mega Pegasus. Get a Plains. Play the Plains. Elspeth conquers death. Make some Sharks. Mega Pegasus. Get rid of... Oh, what do we even target? What a ridiculous game. Hey, welcome, JPPY. Glad to have you. Always awesome to have first timers at the stream. Attack. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's leave the 2/2 back. Alright, go attacking. Opponent down to 9. We go to 18. Can they kill us? Can they steal all of our stuff? Oh, another one! Another one! Show us a grazer. Okay. That's a lot of triggers. That's a lot of triggers. Oh, opponent's drawing so many cards. Okay, yeah. Cards have been drawn. Oh, look at this game. Like, this is standard. This is what standard is about now. I don't know if it's good or bad, but found it. And it's hard for people to mill out when they're playing Yorion decks. I swear, like, half the decks that are Yorion decks, if they weren't playing 80 cards, they would be milling themselves out constantly. Oh, Mythos of Alunas for days. Opponent has 25 cards still. We got 47. To the top. Opponent's got a full hand. Growing the dorks. Growing the dorks. Getting triggers. Plays a land. Draws a card. Any plans for the Buy-A-Box Godzilla? There's Agent of Treachery. Steals our Archon. Seriously? This is a turn? Okay. Holy mother. They can't sack it yet. I think we did still have lethal. Good lord, is this a ridiculous... Standard is ridiculous. I mean, I guess it's kind of fun in its own way. It is absurd, though. It is absurd. It is just an absurd... Has there ever been a standard that was so built around people casting 7-mana cards? I don't think there ever has. I don't think there's ever been a standard that has been like this. I think we had enough sharks. I can't believe the words I'm saying. I think we had enough sharks to overcome the Genesis. Opponent that last turn cast Genesis Ultimatum in hard cast 2 Ancient of Treacheries, and we won. Well, Kamigawa maybe, just because all the cards in the set cost 7 mana. Drakomona, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, 7 mana used to be a lot. There was a time when 7 was a lot. All right, so how do we fight this deck? I feel like we again have to go down Kiora Best to Sea God. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it in a matchup where opponents build around Agent of Treachery. I just don't think we can. I don't think that is something we're able to do. Trim Burst, go up Mystical Disputes. I kind of want this Rampage of the Clan. All right, let's try it like that. Let's try it like that. We'll stick with one. We'll stick with one. The Sharks are good. The Sharks are really good. Oh, Grizzlebrand would be absurd in Standard. Opponent had so many mana of spells that turn. Yeah, Kamigawa was ridiculously underpowered, I would say. I mean, I guess you had a Jitte. Jitte was a good card. About it, Tabland. Opponent conceded. I don't think they weren't dead to agent triggers, but I think they were dead to us just attacking them back with our flyers, our sharks, the Sharknado. Oh my goodness. We got there. We got there. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Wow. All right. Well, technically we're still winning. Sort of. Kind of. We've had some early scoops. There still hasn't been any announcement about a BNR, right? We've gotten a lot of early scoops today. I keep wondering if today's the day when they announce a future BNR, because usually that's on Mondays, but I haven't seen anything about it yet. Maybe it's not coming this week. It is the scoop meta. Don't forget, Kamigawa did have some good cards. I'm doing encryption homework. Ooh. Pick a number between 10 and 50. Let's go with 27. 27, please. That is in between, I think. It is some long and grindy game. Oh, no Yorion? No Yorion for once? You never know when you're going to have an hour-long battle. Tonos handing out the gift sub to Astro Masher. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, all right. No Yorion, no companion. We're going to do something different. Have I heard details on Arena Cube drafts? I have not. Maybe they're out there somewhere. We have a new donation from whoa, $27. Good Lord. 27 is between 10 and 50. Thanks for the stream. Well, oh no. I'm glad I could be of assistance. And thank you so much. If I had known you were going to donate the amount I said, I would have said 49. Oh, thank you. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Icy Doc. I guess we keep Archon. Archon it's a card. It can block the Fox. The cycling. So I don't know if you saw this. They posted a little bit of oh no, double Fox. They posted a little bit of tournament data. Double Fox on the play. I don't know if there's any chance we beat this. Those are going to get big real quick. Like, immediately. Okay, yeah. Oh. Fox on turn 1, so good. It's so good. Well, yeah. All right. Would we like to take 10? I think the answer's... Oh, they're playing a bad version of cycling. Well, that's good. If they just cycled 3 times, we were done for. But thankfully they did not. Instead they... I mean, we're still done for, but... Found it. Gaba. Gets in. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, Thanos. Another new donation. Thanos, $49 donation. Yeah, you should have said 49. I thought I was helping with a science experiment or something. I didn't know it was a pick your donation amount. Thank you so much, Thanos. Although thank you for all the things that I don't understand that you're doing for the pizza stream idea. Oh, we're super dead. Well, that was... I mean, Double Fox does that. Double Fox, you just throw up your hands. Like, you lose a die roll and your opponent goes Fox, Fox. That beats essentially any deck in the format, I think. I do like Pyromancer no Loris builds. Pyromancer, I don't know. Maybe it was just that game, but it felt to be like if our opponent had just went cycle, cycle, cycle and made 2 5/5 foxes, we were so dead. So I was like thrilled to see our opponent taking a turn off to play a Pyromancer. Not that Pyromancer's bad, but just compared to what the foxes could have done to us if our opponent had left it up, I think it was the lesser of two evils. How do we... So we're probably going to need some counters to not die to... To not die to... To not die to Flare. Alright, try something like that. Close enough, close enough. What does the fox say? Pyromancer is strong, just not against slower decks like yours. I mean, if you're shooting down, like, aggro creatures, it seems good. Well, alright, Calyx. Quick Calyx is hopefully good. Can kill a fox, and apparently that's the most important thing. Oh, there was some interesting tournament data. I think it was from... Well, I guess we got to keep the veto. But the tournament data was pretty interesting. It showed the Luca Yorion deck was pretty dominant, winning close to like 70% of the time or something absurd. But the cycling was maybe one of the more interesting takeaways. The cycling deck. Ooh, The cycling deck had an insane game one win percentage, like 75% or something, but then it actually had a pretty bad post-board win percentage, like 40%, 42%. So it's really interesting how much better or worse it gets, depending on people having access to sideboard cards. Yeah, Elspeth Conquers Death gets rid of Pyromancer. Now, this is going much, much better. We have another new donation from... Well, get rid of that Pyromancer. From Bat Boss. Says... $27. Says, you really should have said 49. Oh, thank you so much for the donations, everyone. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll take your best to see. Oh, this is going 100 times better than last time. Yorion doing busted things. Blink you and blink you. Get rid of that Pyromancer. Yeah, Pyromancer doesn't seem good against us. Thank you so much, Bad Boss. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And done. You like grindy decks. I can't really tell if this deck is good because the games take too long to play. I do like grindy decks. I do. When your format has Dark Ritual and Reanimate, but no Force. Yeah, that is a little standardy. Saltai Drift. I really like... So, I've been messing around with Escape Protocol. And I think Escape Protocol is actually pretty powerful. I do. The Saltai build... Wow, that Flourishing Fox. Are you really splashing Flourishing Fox? I don't even see white mana. What is Flourishing Fox supposed to be? Or are you actually playing it just to cycle it and scare me? Play it off Paradise Druid sometimes. Oh, I like the idea of it. Oh, I guess Flourishing Fox is a cheap cycler that you can get back with Finebroker and Acolyte. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that looks fun. It looks like you can grind. Nidachuk for the 17th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that went much better. I mean, yeah, if you want to troll me and give me $27 or $49, I'm fine with that. I don't know. Trolls don't really, I mean, if people are like going way over the top and saying offensive things to each other, that bothers me, but I tend to think it's mostly, my personal feelings is a lot of stuff like that's just all good fun. Trolls don't really bother me that much. I guess I've spent the last 5 years having people tell me how they hate my voice and in every misplay I make. So I just have fun with it. Tanos is the Santa Claus of the stream for sure. Well, we can get rid of this fox, hopefully. Island and birth. Make a fox blocker. I don't know. Hate your voice is one that comes up a lot. I don't know. Do I talk weird? I don't know. People say some people just say I hate your voice. That's the easy one. Other people try to go more in depth, and it's like about your inflection or like different things like that. It's hard to know exactly what the issue is. Well, let's play the land. I think we pass. We are going to have to kill this fox. This can block. I don't really want a Banishing Light just into a easy counter spell if we can help it. Boat it. I mean, having a unique voice probably isn't bad. My girlfriend slash wife slash partner hates your voice. That is a common one too. I am the bane of relationships, apparently. It probably doesn't help that a lot of people also send messages that are like, "Oh, my girlfriend says she hates your voice. I watch you in bed at like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. every night when I'm going to bed." I'm like, "Oh, is it my voice or or is it something else that's causing the relationship difficulties?" Rampant taxes. Godfrey Statue's a card that feels like it should be better than it is. After getting locked by Elspeth Conqueror's Death, making your stuff cost 2 more, it seems like it should be good. It does. Oh, well, thank you, Parbricks. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna be talking for hours on end, having a unique voice is probably exactly what you want, honestly. What is our opponent's deck doing? I don't even understand. Well, that's the Tessin champion. Maybe our opponent's got a handful of counters? Alright, sure. Not gonna spend our veto on that. That seems risky. Do my siblings have similar voices? I have honestly never thought about that. I don't know the answer. Yeah, let's get rid of this fox. Eventually it's gonna do bad things. Opponent probably has even more counters. Alright, fox down. Pass the turn. We would like a land. I would like to leave up this veto for the rest of the game if possible, but boat it. Improbable alliance. Alright, sure. I don't think we care that much about improbable alliance. Alright, there's a land. So play the land. Calyx. About it. Okay, sure. Sure. So opponent's got all the counters in the world. Oh, someday I'll have to get my bomb on stream. Someday. I don't know if that's good or not. That's true. People do recognize my voice. That does happen. Which is, I guess, isn't a bad thing. Oh, well, tell your wife thank you, Jaguar. Omen of the Hunt. Alright, we gotta get rid of this Improbable Alliance. I feel like if we play this slow, we're gonna win. Like, I feel like we win if we play this carefully and slow. So get rid of Improbable Alliance. Pass the turn. End of turn Omen of the Hunt. Untap Archon with counter mana into Yorion, make 1,000,000 lifelinkers and just win. Well, what is it with these donations today? Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. We got another new donation. Opponent hitting us down to 13. This one from Stilkin, $38, who says, let's just split the difference. That is perfectly between 27 and 49. Thank you so much. Everyone, seriously. Thank you. Oh, I think I'm going to do a booster box opening for Ikoria. So funny story. I ended up with this like phone rebate card. All right, another Fox. This phone rebate card from like last fall, and I didn't realize it, but it expired. It expired on the end of April. So I didn't realize that until like 14 hours into the final day of April. Or so I just like snap bought an Ikoria booster box because I had to spend the $120 that was on it. So I think we're gonna get to do a booster box opening. One thing I like to stream the show is you always sound excited about playing Magic. What you're doing. Too many streamers sound bored. Well, thank you, Master F. And I think that's easier because it's easy because I do genuinely enjoy playing Magic, and I do enjoy streaming, and I am excited for it. So it's easy when you actually are, when you actually do feel that way. All right, let's Archon. Let's end this silly cycling deck. Can you beat an Archon of Sun's Grace? I think the answer is going to be no, but we'll find out. Opponent, Teferi Time Raveler. Well, I guess we might as well counter it. It's going to shut down our counter anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 enchantments. This has got to be Zenith Flare. It's got to be. Gotta be. There it is. Alright, so opponent flares, but it's out of the hand, and bad news, opponent. There's more. There's more where that came from. Opponent hits us. Well, Archon. Satassa Champion. Land. Out of cards, opponent. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? Can you beat? No, you can't. Oh, this is going to show you an example of exactly what the deck's trying to do. Opponent passes. Yorion. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. You, and you, and you, and you. Take them all. Oh, so good. So good. We'll get in. Hit ya. Oh, spectacular. Spectacular. An opponent scoops it up. We're gonna go off. That is exactly what the deck is designed to do. Exactly. Hey, Joseph, good to see ya. The quarantine, it goes pretty well. It goes decently. It is a little cold and rainy in upstate New York, but not too bad. And we're kind of crushing people with constellations. The deck actually feels pretty powerful. Another donation, from this one from Jaguar 2100, $16. I missed the joke. I don't understand why the other amounts were donated, but I recognize a pattern when I see one. Oh boy, it is. That is a good pattern recognition. These donations, what random amounts. Oh, thank you so much. No, our opponent GG'd first, right? They did, right? Oh, tell me I didn't make that up. I thought our opponent GG'd first. I hate it so much if people GG me early. I would never do that to anyone. Okay, good. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, yeah, I would have had to, like, look up their username and apologize. So the donation thing, it started with Icy Doc, who asked me to give a random number between 10 and 50. I thought for some sort of programming thing he was working on. So I said 27 randomly, and then Icy Doc donated $27. And then I said, oh, if I'd known that, I would have said 49 as a joke. And then Tawnos donated 49, and then Bat Boss came in at 27. Then Silken split the difference, and then Jaguar recognized the pattern. So that is the donation history. I went first? No. I said good game first? No, I didn't. I really didn't. I'm on top of that. There's no way I early GG'd. Zach, are you trolling me? Zach. Okay. I don't know why that bothers me so much. It shouldn't. Like, really, it shouldn't bother me so much when people early GG, but I don't know why it does. I don't know why that in specific, out of all the things. Like, you can get in the chat on Magic Online and call me a blankety blank, a blankety blank, and what, like, it doesn't bother me one tiny bit. But if you early GG me on Arena, oh man, that sets me off. All right, we will keep this. We'll trust in the omen of the sea. Your go doesn't usually it's only the early GG. Sometimes the other ones. Sometimes like people spamming your go gets annoying, but the pretentiousness of it, I think that is it. Like, come on. Like, yes, I know. I'm stuck on one land. I get it. I'm stuck on one land. You're playing your Age of Treacheries to steal it. Yes, it's a great game for you, but you don't gotta rub it in. I think the fact that people do it repeatedly to say I'm better than you, just quit already. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I wonder if that works. We have another donation, Chuck. Chuck, how's everything going for you, by the way? Hopefully all is well in Chuckland. $27 donation from Chuck the Yak. You did not early GG. Well, that I am thankful for. I am just... Rampage gonna go bottom. I am just an observer... I'm just as obsessive observer. I'm way off there. Just an obsessive view. I love that you do early GG. You know Crib has, right? That's why you always take lands out of his deck in Commander Clash. I know Crib's big on the trolling people with emotes thing. That does very much sound like a Crib thing. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation, Chuck. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad doing the like trolly emote thing. I don't know why. I don't know why that bothers me so much. Well, I guess it's Teferi time. Opponent's playing Yorion. We're back to the Yorion battles. Except this Narset's a problem. Is it beneficial to drop Omen right away? When we really need green mana, I think it's necessary. There is, if you don't need anything in specific, there is definitely an argument to holding on to it until you know what you're looking for. But since we know we're looking for a green sword, oh dear. Well, gonna be getting Age of Treachery here shortly by the look. So this is the monster of Standard. This is the deck that if Yorion does end up needing to be banned or anything else, almost certainly going to be because of this deck, which is basically just dominating the format right now. And it hasn't been around for super long. It's been a couple of weeks, but it is posting absolutely absurd win percentages. And we're probably going to die to an Age of Treachery here. The universe gave me an early GG, but I didn't have the cards to back it up. Oh. Well, that is good. I'm glad they didn't have the cards to back it up. I'm glad it's going better, Chuck. Had a mill opponent on MTGO that GG'd me like 3 times before they actually won. I was just like, the game isn't over. He said a very cocky tone that the game was in the bag. Had a few choice words for him. I don't know. I think maybe on Magic Online, it's like the chat's off to the side. So it's easy to just kind of overlook. When on Arena, it's like, good game. Like, oh, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it on Arena. We have another new donation. Good Lord, the donations today. Please don't do what your deck does. Oh, thank you. They did not do what their deck does. No Agent of Treachery yet. Silken with a $5 donation to finish the pattern. For real though, I've been watching your stuff for like 8 years or whatever and never donated. You brightened many lonely times and inspired many crazy brews. Thanks for all the fish. Well, Silken, thank you so much. I definitely very much appreciate the donation and the finishing of the pattern. Yeah, that's ended up being an interesting donation game. Why not turn the emotes off? That's the coward's way out. It's more fun to leave it on and then complain about your opponent's early GGing you. Phone it. Getting in a Teferi. Sure.
I won't let
Well,
you win.
let's Shark Typhoon. Make a sad little 1/1 to kill this Narset.
Such violence is upsetting.
Play a land, play Setessan Champion. Oh, they're gonna steal it. Ugh. Agent of Treachery. Boo. Take up Teferi. Alright. Agent of Treachery time. Luca. Yeah. Gonna sack the wall, get an Agent of Treachery.
War is hell, and I'm happy to take you there.
Yeah.
Of war
Ugh. And then there's a Yorion. Oh, this is so bad. Bone it. Yeah, this deck's really good. Bounces the Tesla Champion. Should run Enigmatic Incarnation. We'd probably have to do some work with our creatures to actually make it work, but that could be fun. I'll place the Tessin Champion. Plays the Tessin Champion. Scryland. Kiora Best to See. We've put a lot of Kiora Best to See gods to the bottom. That is for certain. Well, hit this Luca. But Luca can get so many Agent of Treacheries for free. Grafdigger's Cage shuts us down pretty hard, right? Sort of. They have Teferis to bounce it. Oh, that one's just, okay. Yeah, take it all. Luca gets an Agent of Treachery. Well, we can hope our opponent mills out, as we have no permanents. Agent of Treachery.
can all become stronger.
Uh-huh. Well, there goes our board. And there's a Yorion that's going to blink
Be a bad idea.
3 Agent of Treacheries and 2 enchantments. And because they're Yorion, they're not going to mill out. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, nothing to... So while I think it's silly to say Teferi is what makes every deck in Standard overpowered, I do think this Teferi is incredibly overpowered. Like, it shuts down interaction to such a crazy level. Because not only does it stop you from casting counter spells... Not only does it stop you from casting counter spells, it also... Yeah, I don't even know if there's any reason to keep playing this with this Yorion coming. It also just bounces any hate card you play, so it shuts down any kind of interaction you could possibly imagine. Teferi it has it all covered. Every bit of it is covered by Teferi. Yeah, OP, our opponent's deck list is just the deck that's like 40% of the standard meta or something. 30, whatever the most played deck in the format is. This is the deck that's the best in Standard by a pretty long shot at the moment. So yeah, it's at the top of the Goldfish metagame page. It's a pretty standard build. There's a couple of flex slots, but it's pretty much is what it is. Essentially creatureless control, except for Agent of Treachery. Lots of stuff for Luca to blink, and that's it. Opponent gets in, hits us, sure. Yeah, we will go to game 2. I don't know if we can actually beat this deck. Yeah, this is the deck that's posting like well, at least in the tournaments that they mention, like the 70% win percentage or whatever absurd. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's fairly new. It's only been around for a couple of weeks since people figured out. Here it is if you haven't seen it. It's only been around for a couple of weeks, but it is quickly risen up the rankings. So it's basically just all-in Agent of Treachery. No creatures. You get the Planeswalker plan. Your main goal is to make tokens with stuff like Birth and Omen of the Sun. You got Fires in there because Fires is busted. Luca turns your tokens into agents, and then you can copy those with Mythos of Alunas, which you can find with Gnar sets. And what happened in that game is kind of what happens. It's really good at having Agent of Treacheries or multiples really early in the game. Yeah, Onward Ego I think is a card that lines up pretty well with the current meta. That's a card that I feel like people should probably just play more of in general. Because it's good against a lot of the best decks in the format. It's amazing that these decks always have, like, their Lucas or their Fires in an 80-card shell. I think if there's one awesome thing about Companions is, I think it is going to change people's thoughts on how many cards you can play in a Magic deck. Because Yorion has clearly shown that you can play a 80-card deck and have it be very consistent. Obviously, Yorion is an incentive for it, so I don't think you would normally just play 80 cards. But if the incentive is there, your deck could be fine. Hey, what's up, Bailey Gaming? How are you? Good to see you. I've been playing Unmoored Ego out of the Bant deck. Yeah, maybe I gotta try splashing it more. Like, maybe we should be splashing black mana just for it. That is one of the best cards to shut things down. Yeah, Agent has been spiking quite a bit. It's really mind-blowing. We have on Goldfish, we have the list of the most played things by format. I've never seen anything like this. Agent of Treachery, a 7 mana 3/2 is the most played non-companion creature in the format. It is that, just those words blows my mind. Like, it was not that long ago that if something was 7 mana, you would almost automatically just say, oh, that's probably, probably okay for Commander, but that's not something for Standard. That was just your automatic reaction. And now we're at a point where a 7-drop is literally the most played creature of the format. It's really insane. It is something that we've just never really seen before. The 1/1 for 1 that drains is in the top 10 list as well. Yeah, Agent is a card that I would say, if you have copies in paper and you aren't using them, I would look to sell or trade them as soon as possible. Because it is going to crash hard when rotation happens. So if the financial aspect of it is something you're interested in, that's a card I would definitely look to trade away. Because, yeah, it doesn't see play outside of Standard, except for Commander, and it is extremely reprintable in a random, like, Commander deck or something. 2 mana, eh? Yeah, let's just Champion. And Scryland. And land Haven. That does trigger... let's go bottom. Pass the turn. Containment Priest would be interesting. Grafdigger's Cage is it does answer the Luca part, but it is Teferiable. And they can just get to 7 mana and hardcast their stuff. That is the other consideration. Well, Fabled Passage. Crack it. Do you think they'll ban it before rotation? So cards that I think, and I don't think anything is going to get banned in Standard right now, but I think if anything could get banned in Standard, I think it is likely to be...
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Do we even want to bounce that? Yeah, let's just take it up. If anything gets banned in Standard, my 2 cards that I would be looking out for would be Yorion and then Fires of Invention. Not saying anything should be banned right now or calling for bans or anything like that, but those would be the 2 cards that I would keep an eye on if you were interested in such matters. So play a land, crack a land. Grab a island. One, two, three, four, five. Now that's Teferi. Bounce Omen. Draw a card. Replay Omen. Scry and draw. Ooh. Okay. Yorion. Blink, blink, blink.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. Everything comes back.
This is a fight you can win.
Draw Rampage. Oh. We kind of want both of... Well, alright, whatever. Draw Rampage, that's fine. Draw Rampage. Our surprise... Can our surprise card do it again? Would you make the distinction as banning only companion... Yorion only as a companion, not in the main board. I don't really like that option for individual cards. I do support doing that for... I do support the idea of just doing that in older formats for all companions, but I feel like banning individual cards as companions is clunky. I think that would be too complicated. I think it's either got to be... all can't be a companion or none. I think it's just too messy to be like, oh, okay, like, this one can be your companion, this one can't be your companion. I think that's just too complicated, especially in Standard. I kind of want to play Luca in a Abash aggro shell, but generally only play paper. Buy now or... buy now when I can't play for a while, or is it safe just to wait? I have to look at... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Let's tick this up.
Here we go.
Rampage of the Clans. Temple Garden. Pass the turn. Set jars. Set jars. I think it's hopefully okay to wait. They are really good at drawing Elspeth Conqueror's stats. 3 of them have been drawn. About it. Gets in. Well, we'll block and block. We have fought through 3 Elspeth Conqueror's stats. Is Luca like $10 right now? It has been seeing a bit of modern play too. Well, I guess we better draw a card. Actually, let's scry first. Temple scry. I don't really... Archon bottom. Teferi bounce. Ooh, even more lands. All right, pass the turn. So many lands. Yeah, it's around $10. I could see it going up. Hey, what's up, Jay Zoller? I could see it going up in price,
If you
but
wish to surrender now,
probably find a
open
way.
mind.
Oh, veto. Ugh. Oh, Omen of the Sun. Okay. Oh, even more lands. Holy Landerino. Well, get rid of Narsat. Wow, we've drawn a lot of lands. Take up to Fairy. Pass the turn. Land. Agent of Treachery. Puke. Boo. Yeah. Agent of Treachery, of course. And.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Well, yeah, we've drawn a little / lot too many lands here. Well, now we get to see the brutality of Curabes the Sea God getting stolen by Agent of Treachery. With our own Teferi that was also stolen by Agent of Treachery. Oh my goodness. Alright, sure. Yeah, this deck, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this one. Hopefully someone figures out a way to beat it. That would be nice if someone could. So it looks like we won't go undefeated. We did well against everything except the monster. The monster at the top of the standard format. What do you think about using Tails End more often or Lotus Field? I mean, I think Lotus Field is sweet, but it does require being built around a little bit. Ugh. We do have Setessan Champion. Well, we got a mulligan. Well, alright. This hand... Yeah, let's just put Wolffellow to the bottom. We don't have any green mana anyway. Scryland. Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Go. Yeah, I think that Agent is a card that would be good in... That would be fine in a lot of formats, but... There's so many ways to ramp into it or cheat it into play right now that I think that's part of why people dislike it so much. I don't think it's a card that, oh, they should never print again or something. I think it's more that there's just such a crazy level of support for it that it comes across way more broken than it is. Thank you for posting Apex of Power combo in some old against odds. I was tinkering with the deck sometime. It was a blast. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. Oh, his opponent. Oh, opponent's playing Flash. Ew. Well, let the countering begin. Pass the turn. Opponent probably thinks we're a control deck. Another Cutthroat. Well, get it to Fairy for countering purposes. Opponent, Adepts. Basic Land Companion would be that would be insane. I almost wonder if you are going to keep companions around, if you just, like, change the rules of Magic so everyone starts with 8 cards in hand. Opponent. Well, Yorion resolves for now. Blink Omen. Get back, Omen. Draw a card. Yeah, I think if you had a basic land companion, you would have decks that would play... I wonder if there would be a deck with 0 lands. I don't think it's impossible that if you could have a single basic land as your companion, that there might be some decks that play literally 0 lands. And you just play all 1-drops and lightning bolts. Oh, we need this. We need this Yorion to live, preferably. And no more flash threats, please, with a Slither Wisp out. The good news is we do have Teferi, which is insane against flash if we stick it. I love using Yorion as just a big creature who gets decks that can't respond to it. Yeah, a lot of companions are pretty good about that. Did Morrow say this would be the only time we have companions? I don't know if that's... I don't know if I've heard that exact thing said. I know that they've said, like, there's not a lot of design space and other things along those lines. But I'm not sure if I've heard them say directly, like, there will never be companions again. Well, Fabled Passage, crack it. Get a forest. Teferi. Well, there comes the counters. Place the Tessin champion. No attacks. Why not just errata the mechanic to say, may reveal an end to your starting hand at the cost of a 1 mulligan penalty? We've never really had... Interesting. We've never really had erratas like that in Magic. Alright. That's a lot of damage. We go to 11. Ugh. Well, Archon. Pass the turn. Slither Wisp is a really strong card. I think the hard part about... Hey, see you, Gibby. I think the hard part about doing erratas in Magic is there's actual physical Magic cards. That is the challenge. Other games like Hearthstone, there's no physical cards, so you can kind of do whatever you want, because you can change everyone's copy of the card. But in Magic, when you have a bunch of people that have physical copies of a card, it's really awkward for... opponent has removal. Block. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Alright, good flash hand. It's really awkward for people to have cards that don't play the way that they read. So, unless we ever get to the point where Magic is a digital-only game, which I don't think we're especially close to that, but unless we ever get to that point, I would be surprised to see erratas become a heavily used option. They have done it before, see Kismet. All of target players' creatures, lands, or artifacts come into play tapped. How? I'm confused. All creatures, lands, and artifacts played by opponent comes into play tapped. How is... What is different? I mean, it is true that the text does get cleaned up slightly. And there have been, like, creature types added that didn't exist at the time. But we haven't had, like, oh, Teferi's +1 is actually a -2. Or like, oh, Oko, yeah, same thing with Oko. Like, oh, Oko's plus ability is now a negative ability. Or Teferi now costs 7 mana. Like, we've never had things like that, I think. We have had printing errors. That is true. Hostage Taker, Marath, Marath, whatever the commander card was. There have been printing errors that have been given erratas. But at the same time, like, the reason Hostage Taker, the printing error was so problematic is it was essentially a 1-card combo. But it's not like Felidar Guardian, which also supports a combo. was given an errata. And that happened around the same time, so... Ugh, yeah, let's counter our stuff, opponent. Sure. About it. Yes, taking it to Fairy just wins us the game, but opponent's deck does not make it super easy to stick it to Fairy. Well, Setessan Champion. These Shark Typhoons might be good at some point. Fabled Passage, pass the turn. We would prefer the Flash Creature. Well, they don't have double black, so it can't be Slitherwisp, actually. But +1 Oko could be until end of turn, and that would be a fine errata. Yeah? I don't know. I think there really is... I think it's hard. I think it's really hard with paper cards to do any more errata-ing than absolutely necessary. And that's kind of been how Magic is run for the first 27 years. There was a time when they did a couple of weird power level erratas, and then they realized that it wasn't actually a good idea, so they undid them essentially. I'm gonna pass the turn. Cunning Nightbonder. Yup. And Brazen Borrower. Sure. Well, we're gonna Shark and see if he got removal. Opponent combat. Well, we will cycle. X3. Mystical Dispute's not the worst. What are you doing, opponent? Tapping out on your turn? I believe that Time Vault was at one point errata to not go infinite with Voltaic Key. That's the one that I'm most familiar with. This was what? Maybe early, mid-2000s? Or maybe late 90s, early 2000s? Somewhere in that range. Let me see if I can look it up. Alright, what do we do here? So, opponent... We have Mystical Dispute. I'll play the land. Well, I guess we pass and make a Shark. Keep doing it. Alright, so erratas in Magic. Continuous artifacts which have a special rule. There's an article. This is probably not the best time to read the article about it. But there's an article about it on Wikipedia if you're interested in the history of erratas, which is interesting. Maybe I'm incorrect on the Time Vault. Maybe I was thinking of something else. I swear Time Vault was one though, but maybe I'm not seeing it in that article. So, opponent, all right, all the removal in the west kills our Shark. Gets and hits us. Untap land. Well, Setessan Champion. Play a land. Crack a land. Can we get through this? Tangerin! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Oh, so it was alright. So I wasn't misremembering. I thought that it definitely was, but it's good to know that I'm not just going insane. Omen of the Sea. Get some triggers. grow our champion. Definitely do not want these lands. So we have many, many lands. Alright, Calyx and Elspeth Conquers Death. We'll pass the turn. About it. Oh, Standard is so grindy. Gets it, hits us with Brazen Borrower, sure. Down to 7. Murderous Rider, sure. Land. Opponent passes. Now, Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Grab a Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, play Yorion. Blank Omen. Draw some more cards. We might be stabilizing. We're close to dead, but we might be getting stable. Omen of the Z. Opponent, another Nightbonder, sure. Draw some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, we'll keep champion. And Haven. All right, pass the turn. Don't kill us. Don't kill us, please. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they can kill Yorion, we do die. Opponent, combat. Passes. That's, okay, that's good news. So we will, another land. Crack the land. Time Walk was not errata, just changed syntaxes. Yeah, there's definitely been wording changed and updated over the years. That is something that has happened quite a few times. Well, Citizen Champion. Juan Chabaco, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think that Fires and Yorion would be the two cards that I would be keeping the closest eye on in Standard. One, two. Yeah, play Calyx. Opponent counters. Alright, Calyx down. Well, pass the turn. Ooh, this is so close. Opponent gets to scry. You've probably had been asked a ton. Do you see companions staying? It feels kind of ... I don't think the companions are immediately likely to get banned in Standard. I think that they are likely to get banned in older formats. So opponent finds their removal spell. And gets him with a flyer. Down to 4. Yep. And passes. Well, Elspeth conquers death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elspeth conquers death. Get a bunch of triggers, get rid of the flyer. Draw some cards. Play a land. Citizen Champion. Pass the turn. I mean, we're drawing cards like crazy, but we're so close to death. Opponent gets to scry. Ugh. Oh, we need some life gain or something. Opponent, Adepts. Yeah, I thought the Time Vault errata was part of why they decided not to do erratas anymore. Yeah, Luris, there's almost no doubt Luris is gonna get banned in Legacy. Bone it. Passing. Well, Omen of the Hunt. Draw some cards. Alright, removal, sure. Opponent's chaining together these Heartless Acts, for sure. What's your last card? Alright, opponent counters it. Yeah. Well. Scryland. Keep the Omen. Play the Omen. Draw 2. Oh. That's awkward. We should have stacked that differently. Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of the Murderous Rider. Draw 2. We are constellationing off. You die. Pass the turn. No attack. Do we have Yorion in our graveyard? We do. Oh, Lord. All right, opponent. You almost got us. You almost got us with this one. Oh, this Yorion's so insane. Yeah, opponent is looking, realizing. Yorion returning. Opponent combat. No, Omen of the Sea. Draw some cards. As long as we don't deck. Scry. Oh, there's, yes. We will keep the Archon. We will draw it into random cards. We will untap. We will reanimate a Yorion. And this should do it. This should be game. Ooh, constellation game. All right. Yorion comes back. Blinks all of our enchantments. +1/+1 counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Archon. Game? We done? We done here? Birth. Trigger. Wow, can a bounce Yorion? Sure. Sure. An opponent scoops it up. All right, one more. Can we get the 5-1 finish? Possibly. Oh, this feels like a tricky matchup, but we got a shot. There was a chance we could deck ourselves. Cards that may cheat something or do too much stuff fires in Uro. Yeah, Uro's a tough one. What do you think about Uro? I mean, it's obviously busted. That was clear from as soon as we saw it. Like, it was just obviously a really powerful card. I feel like it's standard, it's part of just like this critical mass of ramp. If it was just Uro, maybe it'd be fine, but like Uro and Growth Spiral and Fires and Wilderness Reclamation, it really feels to me that just like every deck has, or not every deck, but most decks have some really strong effective ramp plan that is really difficult to keep up with. Well, okay. We'll try it. We'll see how many counters our opponent has. Duress is us. Well, it's not a lot of cards in hand. If they don't have a Slither Muse, Slither Wisp, whatever. Uro is ridiculous. Great early, somehow better late. Yeah, that is a big chunk of the power, I think. Well, Temple go. What you got, opponent? Another Duress. Well, if our opponent doesn't have card draw, we should be able to run them out of action and get this win. How do you export this list on Arena? Exclamation point deck will take you to it. And then you should be able to just export it from there pretty easily. Well, pass the turn. See what our opponent's got. Island. Well, Plains go. Oh, nothing. Okay. Tap land for our opponent. Well, we're going to cast things, and we're going to see what happens, and we're going to hope it's enough to take down this counterspell tribal deck. Omen of the Hunt resolves. We will grab a island. All right, let's see what counters you got. Untap. Archon. No counter. Oh, it's got to be removal then. Pass the... No removal either? Oh, we're going to run away with it. We're going to run away. Double duress, no good. No good against us. Bone it. Tap land. Passes. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Hit you. Tap land. Pass the turn. Slither Wisp. Well, we will Omen of the Hunt. We will get a land out of our deck. We will make a Pegasus. I think that's our opponent's best card, but I think it's too late. We're running away with it. We're running away with it. Bone it. Yeah, nice 3-2. Can you kill our Archon? It's not going to get better from here. Pwn it. Combat. Passes. Well, Fabled Passage. Go to combat. Attack with Archon. Attack with the bird. Hit our opponent. Another Slither Wisp to draw a card. Okay. And drops to 12. Well, Yorion. No counters. Resolves. Blink you, blink you. End of turn. Get him back. Make some Pegasuses. Get a land, and I mean, what are you gonna do? We're up to 27. This looks like game to me. All the Slither Wisps in the world, I don't think are gonna be enough. We even got a big shark to go with our Archons, Pegasuses, and Bird Serpents. Creature types have gotten wild lately. Well, crack this. We might as well scry. Get a land. Omen of the Hunt. Yeah, I don't think we actually want either of those. Untap. Ooh, veto too. Well, here we come. Nothing? Just death? Death? Destruction? Ooh, all right, we crushed it. Couldn't we blink the Archon? Oh, I guess we probably should have, yeah. Well, that was... So that's the deck. We ended up going 5-1. We did lose to Jeskai, Luca, etc., etc., etc. But that went pretty well. What's your deck, Dark Prince? So I don't know about the Luca deck. That might be a bad matchup, but I think this deck's actually pretty powerful. It's got powerful cards. It can grind for days, and the Constellation plan is actually a pretty sweet way to close out the game. Like, eventually, Archon goes to town, or Setessa champion, and we had some insane Rampage of the Clan wins, which is pretty sweet. Thank you, Max. But on that note, everyone, I think that, yeah, the Luca deck does just beat everything. I think that brings us to the end for our stream for today. Good news is we'll be back 25 hours from now, 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So on the way out the door, quick reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old stuff. Normal YouTube, modern Ikoria-based budget Magic tonight, a sweet cat deck from last night. So check those out. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, maybe you want to pre-order some Ikoria stuff or get some older stuff, you can get it over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. So I'm going to run. I'm going to get the podcast uploaded. It should be up in 15, 20 minutes, something like that, a half hour. So until tomorrow night, everyone, y'all are amazing. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thanks to everyone who just hung out and had fun. Seriously, y'all make my day every time we do this. So have a wonderful Monday evening. I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.